want?
No, definitely not this year. Didn't think it happened this fast, but definitely have got high expectations for myself and wanted it to happen one day, but happened a lot faster than I expected.
So you start camp as number 3, and Kellen Moore is a guy who's been a backup in the league, and of course Tony Romo, and then Moore gets hurt. So you get to play a little bit more in preseason. You light it up, people are getting excited. But tell me what you were thinking when Tony got hurt in the preseason game against Seattle.
When he got hurt, my initial thought was just to go in there and convert this third down. It was 3rd and 8, I believe, or something like that. And I didn't think Tony was hurt for a long time, or however long he was hurt. I didn't really know. That didn't matter at the time. It was going in there and just doing my best and help the team out.
Tell me when they call you in a couple of days later and you find out Tony's going to be out for a bit and you're the guy.
I'm obviously excited for the opportunity. I hate that it happened to Tony, that he went down, of course, but when the opportunity presents itself, don't ask why. Just take it and run with it, and that's what I've been trying to do.
You grew up a Cowboy fan?
Definitely.
Yeah? Who are your guys? Who are your Cowboys?
I can name a bunch of them.
Give me some.
But Emmett, obviously, I used to be running back when I first started playing, so Emmett Smith was great. Obviously, love Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, so the big 3. Dat Win, I love Dat Win at linebacker, and I could go on for days naming them.
So what was it like to put that helmet on for the first time? Here's the team you grew up rooting for, and now you're one of them.
Yeah, it was exciting. I never really got that overwhelming feeling or anything like that. Had to focus too much on the game plan, I think, to think about how special it was to put on that helmet. But looking into it, it's definitely special to be playing for the Cowboys.
That's what everybody says about you. You're all business. Nothing's too big for you. Even showing up and becoming the starter for the team you rooted for. There wasn't a moment where you were, hey, this is pretty cool.
No, not that it hit me yet, I guess you could say. It's football. I love to play football. As long as I'm doing that, I'm excited. I don't care if it's a crucial situation in the game or it's just practice. I try to treat it all the same and just be my best.
We talk about your Mississippi State days. You said 38 records there. You rewrote the record book. They tell me you could be the mayor of Starkville. What was it about the connection with that place and you?
Just the people. Definitely the people of Starkville. The moment I went on my visit to Starkville, that kind of just drew me in, just the hospitality, the genuine people all around the city, and definitely just having my back through my 5 years. A lot of ups and a lot of downs throughout there just, I think, created a great bond with me and a lot of people in that city.
I haven't been around the SEC for some games. You know that Mississippi State was not the team that was always supposed to win. More of an underdog role. Was there something about your personality and you that connected with the Mississippi State fans about that underdog role a bit?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I was a 2-star guy that got a 3-star just because I signed with an SEC school. So just coming from that, having a chip on my shoulder, wanting to prove myself each and every day, I think that's kind of how that town is, of Starkville, and definitely that the university, just trying to prove themselves each and every day in the SEC. We're always predicted last. We want to prove people wrong.
You wrote an awesome letter to the Mississippi State fans at the end. What were you trying to tell them about what their importance in your life influenced in you?
Thank you, first and foremost. Just thank you for being there for me. I was a lot, as I said before, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of hard times, losing my mom, to a spring break incident, to just a lot of things I went through emotionally, to being number 1 in the country. So it was, cold and hot, but just for being there and being the same people throughout it all, always supporting me and loving me, and I definitely love that town, love the people, my coaches, my teammates, and I just thank you.
You mentioned your mom, pretty special lady. She was a single mom and raised 3 of you, but you guys were extra close because the house was so small. You guys were in the same room.
Yeah, I got tired of sharing rooms with one of my brothers. I think we were arguing too much, and then decided I had to go stay with my mom. But very, very special lady. Very selfless, hardworking, and just taught me the way of life.
How difficult was it on you personally when you lost her?
It was rough. That was my best friend. That's the person I'd vent to, I'd talk to when things were wrong. She's the one that'd get me back on track. So it was definitely tough, but I just go throughout every day, and I went days after she passed thinking the same way as I do now of what she'd want me to do and the things that she told me to do. And I just try to live my life the right way.
I'm sure you still hear her voice in your head. What do you hear her telling you the most?
Just that she's proud of me and she loves me. Probably with some tears in her eyes. She was a big crier. She got emotional, so I can see her crying and just telling me how proud she is of me, and just to keep going, though, and never change.
Do you hear her tell you, don't turn the ball over?
Definitely.
I heard she was a big football fan and she despised turnovers.
Yeah, well, I try not to turn the ball over, so I don't have to think about that part. But when I did turn the ball over, if I do or when I do, I definitely think of her. She hated interceptions and hated turnovers. So yeah, that's my coach in the back of my head telling me not to do that.
I know you got a tattoo. It's on your left arm, right?
Yeah, on my left wrist.
Mom. Do you look at that often for inspiration while you're playing?
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, I actually tape it up during the game and write faith on it. And that goes into also just with my mom, but it's the whole mind over matter and faith, just believing that you can do anything. And no matter the circumstances, mind over matter, which is mom, who taught me that. It's just you can go a long way no matter what gets in your way.
Did you see any of those billboards that Mississippi State fans and the school put up for you here in Dallas?
No, I haven't seen them in person or on the roads, but I've seen them on Instagram or Twitter, and that was special.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, here you are, an NFL rookie, 4th-round pick, and your school's putting up billboards in Dallas. That's pretty impressive. What did it mean to you?
It meant a lot. I mean, it meant a lot. I mean, just I think it's kind of goes just into the letter, just into that relationship I feel like I've had with the university, with those people. We've got a great AD. I'm sure he had something to do with it. Coach Mullen, all the great people, great president, Dr. Keenum. I'm sure they all had something to do in it. And I shot some text messages out and said thank you as well.
So you walk into the huddle with the Cowboys. You got a really good offensive line. Some say it's the best in the league. Jason Witten, Hall of Fame tight end, Pro Bowl receiver in Dez, stud young running back in Ezekiel Elliott. That's a really good huddle to walk into for your first NFL team.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting. A lot of playmakers, a lot of Pro Bowls with just all the guys you named, enough just within Witten. So you step in that huddle, you just gain confidence, and it's an aura that those guys just set off that allow you just to go play free. I mean, you've got guys all around you to make plays, and I just go out there and just do my job.
But how much pressure do you feel around those guys?
I mean, I really don't feel any pressure. I mean, I don't want to let them down. And I think as long as I just focus on my game plan, on what I have to do at the quarterback position to get those guys the ball, to make sure we're in the right protection, that there's not any pressure. Just get them the ball and allow them to make the plays they've been making their whole career.
I was talking to a guy who's been around here for a little bit, and he said the thing that's maybe most impressive, the offensive line guys like you. They really respect how you go about your work. This goes back to your college days. Didn't you take the offensive lineman at Mississippi State out for dinner every week?
Yeah, I did. It was a little cheaper to take the guys in college than these guys, so I haven't taken them yet. But yeah, those are guys that I respect tremendously. I mean, they protect me. They look after me. I go in the huddle and I dap every one of them up each and every series, and I just let them know I've got them, they've got me, and it's a bond that's definitely growing.
Did you really say something to Dez in training camp that, hey, you should get out of bounds on this route? Were you comfortable enough to go confront him on something early on?
Yeah, I mean, me and Dez have a great relationship. I mean, he's a great guy. We've been out to dinner. We hang out a good little bit. But it was a play that, I feel like he knew what to do, but he wants to be a playmaker. And at practice, if they touch you, you're down. So he thought he wasn't down, but he was down. It was just a situation of get out of bounds, let's stop the clock, and let's keep this 2-minute drive going.
But you got to be really comfortable in your own skin to go tell an established star like Dez Bryant, as a rookie, hey, you should be doing this. Where's that come from?
I mean, I'm confident in myself. I'm confident in my knowledge within the game. And I think just in doing that, I think that shows a little bit of leadership, or just allows those guys to see that I'm ready for this role, I'm ready for this job, that if I know what I'm talking about and I'm able to go and confront them or tell them something, maybe not necessarily do better, but what they could do,